Girls, in today's class, we are going to discuss a topic called as remedies for breach of contract. So before we get inside what are all the remedies available, let us understand what do this concept remedies for breach of contract refer to. The word remedies means it refers to compensation. And who has to be paid compensation means the injured party has to be paid compensation. Now coming back to breach of contract means when there are two parties to a contract, when one party fails to fulfill his obligation, the affected or the injured party is eligible to get compensation. So now we just come back again. So remedies means compensation, breach of contract means one party fails to fulfill his obligation. So when one party fails to fulfill his obligation and because of that if the other party gets affected, he is eligible to get compensation from the man who failed to fulfill his obligation. So now coming back to the remedies, the law says there are 5 different types of remedies that are available to the injured party. The first one it is rescission of the contract, second one suit for damages, third one quantum merit, fourth one specific performance of the contract, and the fifth one it is injunction. So let us see the first remedy, that is rescission. So rescission means when a contract is broken by one party, the other party can refuse further performance. So let us understand it with the help of an example. So here we got two people, one is Mr. A and the other man he is Mr. B. A promises to supply 10 bags of cement to B on April 1st. B also agrees to pay rupees 5,000 on the receipt of goods. But what happened? A does not deliver 10 bags of cement on April 1st. It will discharge B from paying the money to A because one man fails to fulfill his obligation, that is delivering 10 bags of cement. So B is also discharged from the job of paying 5,000 rupees to Mr. A. So that is the first type rescission. When one party breaks the contract, automatically it relieves the other person from the further performance of the contract. So the second type of remedy is called as damages. So damages means it refers to a monetary compensation to be paid to an affected person. There are 10 different types of damages an injured person can get. The first type of damage is called as damages arising naturally, that is ordinary damage. That is because of breach of contract, how much loss I had incurred, that exact loss amount has to be paid by the man who failed to fulfill his obligation. Here we got an example. A contracts to sell B 100 grams of gold for the price of 4,000 each. That is, at the time of contract, Mr. A agrees to sell 100 grams of gold at the price of rupees 4,000 to B. On the date of delivery, the price of the gold increases to 5,500 per gram. And the result is A refuses to sell and B is eligible to receive compensation of rupees 1,500 per gram. So initially on the day of contract, they agreed to sell 100 grams of gold at the price of 4,000 per gram. On the day of delivery, the price of the gold has increased to 5,500. So now A agrees or A disagrees to sell the gold at the price of 4,000. Now B is eligible to claim compensation from A at the extent of rupees 1,500 per gram. Where do we get this 1,500 rupees means it is the difference between 5,500 less 4,000, that is the contract price. So the second type of damage is called as vindictive or exemplary damages. So like this type of damage is mostly charged in a way of punishing the person who failed to fulfill his obligation. Like here I got an example, breach of a promise to marry. Imagine there is a boy and a girl. The boy and girl were engaged. But very close to the marriage date, the boy says, I will not marry this girl and I want to relieve out of this relationship. Now, the girl has got the right to claim compensation from A. So, in that case, that compensation will be a huge amount because the boy fails to fulfill his promise. So, vindictive damages are mostly high in amount and it is always given in the form of punishment. The third type of damage is called as mitigation of damages. Mitigation means negligence not due to breach. So negligence of a party does not make the person to pay compensation. And the fourth type of damage is called as special damages. So special damages means here there is no fault on both the party, but something beyond that happens, a loss to incur. So here we got an example. Surya sent some paintings for exhibition in Bangalore through railways. That is, we have a man, Mr. Surya, he sent some paintings through Indian Railways to be delivered on Bangalore because he mentioned on the consignment note must be at Broadway on Monday certain for exhibition. So at the time of parcel itself, he made it very clear these paintings definitely need to be on Monday because they have to be displayed in an exhibition. Due to default on the side of the railways, the paintings arrived after the exhibition held. Surya can claim damages for the loss of the profit. So what happened was that here there is a contract between Mr. Surya and Indian Railways. Surya, he had sent some paintings through Indian Railways to Bangalore. And as a note, he made it very clear, definitely these goods should be on Monday because they have to be displayed in exhibition. But due to delay on the side of Indian Railways, they are not able to deliver the goods on Monday. So as a result, his paintings did not find place in the exhibition. So whatever loss Surya has incurred because of non-display of paintings in Bangalore exhibition, Indian Railways have to compensate Mr. Surya. The next fifth type of damage is called as nominal damages. Nominal damages means very small amount will be charged as the damage to the affected person. Just for the sake of compensation to be paid, they mostly charge nominal damages. Nominal means very small. Sometimes even a rupee can also be given as a compensation. And the sixth type of damage is called as cost of decree. Cost of decree means here it refers to the legal charges. Whatever legal charges I had incurred in claiming that compensation, that legal charges also should be paid by the person who failed to fulfill his obligation. And next, seventh type of damage is called as damages for loss of reputation. So what happened was that this mostly we can see, like film stars or politicians and all. When a news channel or a newspaper publishes a news, they may file a case on the TV channel that because of this false information or false news, my reputation has fallen down. I lost my reputation in the market among the public, and so they file a case on the news channel which published that information. So that is you can claim compensation for loss of reputation. And the next type of damage is called as damages for the inconvenience and discomfort. So what happened was that because you have incurred any inconvenience or discomfort, you can also claim compensation for that. So here we got an example. Mahesh with his wife and children took a midnight train to Warangal. But he was transported to a wrong place and they have to walk several miles to reach the destination. Held, Mahesh can claim damages for inconvenience caused. That is, Mahesh with his family took a midnight train to Warangal, but they were being dropped out at a different place. And because of that, they have to walk several miles to reach the particular destination. So whatever inconvenience they had incurred or discomfort they had incurred because of a wrong location, they can claim compensation from the Indian Railways. And next one, difficulty of assessment. Difficulty of assessment means there are some situations where we cannot calculate the monetary compensation. We can't determine the value of money, how much loss is incurred. Like take for example, suppose if there is a beauty contest is there. Some 10 girls are being shortlisted in the final round of beauty contest. So imagine a company like Lakme or something is organizing this beauty contest. And so they have informed 9 girls and the 10th girl they were not able to inform or they failed to inform. So later when the 10th girl comes to know out of that, okay, so in that case, she can claim compensation. So in that case, what happened? There is no guarantee that even if the 10th girl participates in that competition, she may win the title. There is no guarantee. So there are some situations where we cannot exactly calculate the loss in terms of money. That is difficulty of assessment. And the 10th type of damage is called as damages agreed upon in advance in case of breach. Sometimes at the time of formation of the contract itself, both the parties will determine if they fail to fulfill their obligation, what is the compensation to be paid. So in that case, whatever they have agreed, that amount they have to pay if they fail to fulfill their obligation. So here we got an example. Arjun contracts with Ramanan to pay ₹1,000 if he fails to deliver 10 bags of cotton on April 1st. In the first line of the contract itself, they have mentioned that like I should deliver 10 bags of cotton on April 1st. If I fail to deliver, I will pay you ₹1,000 as compensation. Ramanan is eligible to receive ₹1,000 if he has not delivered cotton bags as promised. When the goods were not being delivered as promised, whatever they have agreed, that amount should be paid as compensation by the other party. The third type of remedy is called as quantum merit. So quantum merit means as much as earned. So like what happened if I'm working in a company, but that company was being shut down by the government because it did not get proper license or something. But I worked in that company for 20 days. For these 20 days, my management has to pay me. See, the logic under quantum merit is no one should leave with empty hands. That is, if you have worked, you should be compensated accordingly. So you cannot walk out empty hands. I worked in that company for 20 days and now the company has been shut down. For that 20 days, whatever amount of work I had done, I am eligible to receive compensation or salary. The fourth type of remedy is called as specific performance. Specific performance means here claiming damage is not the remedy. I can tell you an example so that we can understand it much better. Here we take a film actress. She is doing a movie. Almost in the middle of the movie, she says, I will not hereafter act in this movie. The producer or the director of the movie has approached the court. Here they don't want the money they had paid to the actress. They want the actress to come and act in that movie and to finish that movie so that they can release that movie and make money out of it. So specific performance means here money is not the compensation. They want the concerned person to come and perform and to execute his obligations. The fifth type of remedy is called as injunction. So injunction means when a party is in breach of negative term of a contract. When you try to do something beyond your contract, it leads to injunction. So here also I got an example. A film actress agreed to act only for AVM Pictures for 1 year. That is, a film actress, she signed a contract with AVM Pictures that I will work only in your movie for next 1 year. When she signs a contract with any other movie company in that year, it leads to injunction. So what happened in the middle of the year, she signed another contract with another production house to work in their movie. In that case, what happened? The court will issue an order that she is not supposed to violate the contract that she had entered into with the first production company, that is AVM Pictures. So injunction means when you try to do something beyond your contract, it leads to injunction. So all these are the 5 different types of remedies available to an injured person. Starting from rescission, damages, that is monetary compensation, and the third one quantum merit, pay how much you have earned, and the fourth one, it happens to be the fourth one, specific performance, and the fifth one, it is injunction. So all these are the 5 different types of remedies available to an affected person. Thank you.